Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in today's top story, it is a follow-up to Cracker Barrel's changing of the logo. And I want you guys to pay very close attention because I know you guys are shrewd. You guys are very aware and you guys can see these things with clarity. And you see here from Ground News, it says, Cracker Barrel scraps new logo design, keeps old timer after listening to customers. So they're keeping old Herschel on there because kind of the joke that everyone was making about that was that they removed the barrel and the cracker. So it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek inside kind of joke thing going on there as to that, you know, just kind of that a little tiny bit of a joking racial tone to Cracker Barrel all this time. So this is why a lot of people were upset about it, especially here in the South, because the left has been trying to change iconography in the South for a long time. And so this was just an opportunity, as it were, to then kind of respond to the fact that, you know, the barrel and Uncle Herschel was removed. And if we look over here from the bias distribution, we can see we got the left, we got the center, and we got the right. So let's start it off from the Huffing and Puffington Post and see how they worded it. And they wrote, Cracker Barrel dumps new logo hours after Trump gripes about it. Really? So Donald Trump just has to gripe and things change that quickly. That's amazing. That's faster than it only taking 4 days for federalizing the National Guard there in D.C. when the Democrats said it would take months, if not years, to clean up D.C. Donald Trump did it in 4 days. Now, the funny thing is if you watch the video, they're talking about just other logos that were also changed because of some of them in poor taste. That's why I'm not even going to play the video, because Huffington Post just needed to stick their finger in it by saying Cracker Barrel dumps new logo hours after Trump gripes. So now we move over here to NBC News, and they say Cracker Barrel will go back to old logo after conservative backlash, as opposed to customers. Because all the news I'm seeing here in the South, in our local news, is customers, right? Because the left have to stick it in there that is from conservatives, because, of course, their war is with conservatism. And we see here the country-themed restaurant chain reversed itself a day after it tried to reassure customers that its value didn't change in the branding decision. Now, as I understand it from friends of mine here in the South, the food has not been that great since CEO Girl Boss has been there, and we'll get to her in a minute. And so Uncle Herschel is returning to the Cracker Barrel chair after online outrage by conservatives. It wasn't just conservatives, okay? He accused the country-themed restaurant chain of changing its values or going woke when it rolled out a new logo. The company said Tuesday that it was returning to its old branding. We thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain, Cracker Barrel said on Facebook. Of course, it's an old country store style to it when you go inside. It's really nice. It's very quaint. It has a nice, comforting theme to it when you go inside. And let's see here. Now we have CBS News. Cracker Barrel to return its old logo after backlash. Now, they didn't say conservatives, but, you know, you get the point. They still got to be able to generate that outrage.
And we're following more breaking news today. Cracker Barrel says it is ditching its new logo after a wave of harsh backlash from customers. You can see the original logo there on your left, and then on the right, this is the more modern, minimalistic look that sparked all the controversy and sunk the restaurant chain's market value by nearly $100 million. Well, Cracker Barrel posted a statement saying in part, quote, "We thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain."
Oh, and the left are angry. And we see it all across here on X. If you guys haven't already, below this video in the description area, you will find my various social media links, including my affiliate marketing. Now, here's what I thought was amusing. So here we have from John Strand, breaking Cracker Barrel cracks under massive pressure to abandon their woke rebranding post on X to declare they'll restore original logo. And of course, we've been hearing all of what they said here, so you guys can pause it and read that if you would like. And what I thought was funny was they kept the original or the newer logo that they were going with, unless this was just like some other version of it as well. But let's see if we can remember. Let's go back in time just 6 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, just 6 days ago.
All right, I got to ask this question. I think I probably know the answer. What if all the customers are coming at you hard enough about the look of the restaurant and they want to go back to the old way, would you do it?
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful restaurant. So we're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
Well, I think there's been some creative embellishment in what she's saying there. I think the idea, of course, was always to drive it to this minimalistic view here. But, of course, the days that we live in, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, are rife with all sorts of things that tries to change things about Southern lifestyle, Southern ideology. This has always been under attack for a long time, including the changing of our flag here in Georgia. I don't have that information up right now, so I apologize for not having it to show you, but suffice it to say, we'll keep it to Cracker Barrel. But you guys let me know down in the comments section. Have you been to Cracker Barrel lately? Did you have any particular thoughts or opinions on the changes? Getting rid of the barrel and, of course, Uncle Herschel, the cracker. Getting rid of that. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for your continued support here across New Tech. That's BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, as well as everyone here on YouTube. And as I mentioned earlier, you can find my various social media links, as well as my affiliate marketing links. Those help out the channel. And, of course, if you order frequently from Amazon or a Prime member, you can order safely with my landing page link. And safety online is very important to everyone. So I use TrustZone VPN to do some business on there, as well as even to watch certain things on streaming services in different areas and or parts of the world that may not offer it here in the United States. So there's all kinds of neat things you can do with a VPN. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. And appearing there on the screen, that's going to be the channel icon for everyone watching on YouTube, of course. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.